Hello again, everyone. I'm Anthony Powell for Spotlight on Wichita. And now I'm joined by George Odom, the owner of Metro To Go, a very unique company that I know you're going to really be interested in hearing about. Welcome, George. Let's first start by telling us a little bit of the background of the company.
All right, well, we started in Stillwater, Oklahoma, kind of testing out the idea, and then prospected a better city, looked at Oklahoma City, and saw that it was maybe a little too complex, and found Wichita and thought it was the right fit. We have a product that we think customers are going to like, and they've been pretty responsive to it.
And how did you find Wichita, and what about Wichita made you decide to get going here?
Well, there's a lot of small businesses here, and they have an entrepreneurship program up at Wichita State, and so I've heard it's a really good place to test out a small business, and if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So.
Okay, and you got started here in August, I believe?
Right.
Okay, how's it going?
It's going great. We've been growing every month and signing on new restaurants.
Okay, let's tell everyone about your company. You basically will deliver anything to a customer at all hours of the day and night.
Right. We've just recently brought our winter hours back to 11 p.m. during the week and 1 a.m. during the weekends. We'll deliver anything except for alcohol and people.
Okay. So is it mostly food that you're delivering?
That seems to be the most popular item right now. We make some deliveries from AutoZone and some diapers and flour runs as well.
It's diapers, so
right.
Mom or dad will call you up?
Right. Single moms that can't get out or don't want to wake up their baby and drive in the snow will call and ask for things that they need.
Okay. How do people order? What do they do?
We have an online portal where you can go to metrotogodelivery.com, and there's some different menus and product lists on there. And we also have an 800 number that they can call and just talk straight to our dispatch.
Okay. What's the strangest thing you've delivered so far?
The strangest thing we've delivered would probably be a speedometer cable.
Speedometer cable?
Right. Someone was working on their car and couldn't get out to get it, so we went and delivered it for them.
And so you get that specific then?
Right.
Wow, that's really interesting. Do you plan on expanding? I mean, how many drivers do you have right now?
We've got 3 right now. We plan to expand out into the smaller towns around Wichita first, and then we'll look at some other metro areas and expand and eventually go nationwide.
Okay, so you've got 3 van drivers right now, is that right? Okay. What are their shifts like since you're delivering, until 1 in the morning on the weekends?
All right, well, we're still proving the concept, so it kind of changes around. When we started out, we were doing most of our deliveries at nighttime, and now we're getting a big lunch rush and spending most of our time there.
Okay. What are people saying about the service once they get their delivery?
They love it. They're telling us how fast we are, and then they appreciate that, so they're getting their food warm. They love the fact that they have an option other than some pizza or something like that they're used to getting,
right.
And so they get their favorite restaurant delivered.
Yeah, how have you gone about, let's talk about restaurants, since that's seems to be the most dominant thing that you're doing right now. How did you go about signing up these restaurants?
Really just spent time talking with them and people that they knew and explaining to them the benefits of having a delivery service rather than hiring a driver, paying all the overhead and insurance to have them.
Uh-huh. And what are the benefits of having the delivery service as far as restaurants go?
The restaurants can get a larger market share by expanding to the entire city of Wichita. Their customers no longer have to find the time to make it down to the restaurant. They don't have to worry about insuring a driver, right. Any of the overhead that's involved with having someone sit around.
How many restaurants are you signed up with now?
We've got about 7 right now on our website. We'll deliver for many of them, but the ones that agree to make sure their prices are updated with us, we put on our website.
Okay. It's a variety of food then? Or?
Right, everything. Anything you think of. We've got barbecue, we've got Chinese food on there.
Okay. And how would you go, let's get back to that speedometer cable because that really fascinates me. How would the driver even know what cable to pick out? The customer supplies all the information, I would imagine.
Right. We also have a dispatch that will take the order over the phone if that's necessary. And then they can actually put the order details and the coordinates directly into the driver's GPS. So the driver never has to write anything down. They just have to hit the agree button on the GPS system, and it tells them exactly what they need to get.
Okay, we should also add, as we're getting ready to wrap up here, that your wife is a partner in this.
Right. We spend a lot of time strategizing together and figuring out the next step.
How did you guys even come up with this concept?
Well, I was sitting around and I was hungry for something other than what I could normally get delivered, and knew that I would pay someone $5 to go get me something, and figured that I wasn't the only one.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, so far, looks like you're right.
Right.
Okay, George, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, thank you folks for joining us for another edition of Spotlight on Wichita.